I've included a link to the pre-approved training list here. One thing to be aware of, again, if you click on this and nothing happens, make sure that you don't have any pop-up blockers turned on. And also, if you click on this and you get to this page and the page is white and there's a warning over in this area with a little red clipped corner that says you need to allow access, you've got to click on that, and you've actually got to go through a 3 or 4 step process to allow access to the page. Otherwise, nothing will show up. But it's just a safety mechanism. Since you are going to some different online source and there could be some code embedded there, Google's just simply asking you, are you sure you want to open this up? Or are you sure you want to link to this source? So once you've done that one time from your browser, you shouldn't have to do it again. Hopefully, that's not too big of a stumbling block there. But basically, we have this resource, which is all of the approved online trainings. These came from, I think, the Trainers Consortium or somewhere from the national level. They put together a bunch of online resources that are good or have good connection to the weatherization program that might be helpful for your job and your job tasks that you do. So you can utilize this resource. You can pick from this list. One of the things you have to make sure you're doing is if you select something from this list, you got to make sure that there's a checkbox for your specific job responsibilities. So basically, we don't want to be spending a bunch of program training dollars training people for things that don't really pertain to their job. For example, if I'm an energy auditor, there's no sense in spending money training me on how to be a better crew leader. So we have left that box unchecked, and that would not be an approved training for an energy auditor. We don't want to be spending $100 in the energy auditor's time doing that. So the other thing you want to be aware of is make sure that you have your coordinator or your manager's permission, especially where there's a cost involved for any of these trainings. But hopefully this will serve as a good resource. If you are aware of other trainings that are not listed here on the pre-approved list, then you can go through the case-by-case training approval request process, submit that to the state in behalf of your agency, and then for all of those that are approved, they will show up on this list. So you've got all the approved online trainings, and then these are all the case-by-case trainings. You'll notice that the approvals for every single agency are going to show up here. You'll be able to see what the other agencies are doing and what they got approved. But for example here, or one thing you got to bear in mind is that just because another agency's been approved for it, that doesn't mean you're approved for it. Your agency actually has to go through the same process. So if I wanted to take this tying your shoe class, but I'm an employee of 5 County, then I can at least follow I can see more about the class here, but I would actually have to go through and submit a request on behalf of 5 County to see if the state will approve it for 5 County to do it. And the main thing there is that you're actually having to go through the process and identify who would be taking the course and what job roles that they're in and things like that. So you can rest assured if one agency has been approved for something, then your agency can also get approved for it. Just having you take a little time to think about just exactly who can attend and who it wouldn't pertain to. So great example of some of these would be like if you found an OSHA 30 class from some provider or an EPA 608 class or something like that. I know there's a bunch of different things out there that would really help improve your job skills. Just take a few minutes and submit a request, and they'll show up here and you'll be able to take the course.